Honourable Member for Clark.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Attorney-General. Attorney, there are federal and state laws against misleading and deceptive conduct in trade and commerce, but not in politics. When a customer walks into a shop, they can be confident that consumer laws prevent that business from engaging in misleading and deceptive conduct or advertising. But here in Tasmania, it's perfectly legal for political parties and candidates to lie in advertising. As we saw at the last weekend's election, voters are utterly sick of it. And recent polling in Tasmania found that almost 9 in 10 Tasmanians want legislation to require truth in political advertising.
Yep.
Attorney, will your government follow jurisdictions such as South Australia and the ACT, which have already passed truth in political advertising laws?
Good question.
Honourable Attorney-General.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I thank the Honourable Member for Clark for her question. And it is important for me to update the House in relation to our intended electoral reform. While it was certainly my intention to bring this forward by the end of last year, it has taken time to consider feedback and present a bill for presentation. And one of the matters, of course, that the member for Clark has referred to is an issue that needs considering as part of that feedback as well. I can inform the House that I anticipate the bill or the bills, there's a couple of bills, will be tabled very soon. Our government has reconfirmed its commitment to making reform to the Electoral Act review, paving the way for this new legislation to deliver a political donation disclosure scheme in Tasmania and related provisions in relation to quite significant second tranche of reform. This will deliver, Mr Speaker, a fairer, more transparent and modern electoral system for our state. As part of our 100-day plan after our re-election, I released 2 draft bills for consultation, the Electoral Disclosure and Funding Bill 2021 and also the Electoral Matters Miscellaneous Amendments Bill 2021, to which I'm referring. The bills introduce new state-based disclosure requirements and a funding system in relation to elections in Tasmania that provides for the disclosure of political donations, reporting of electoral expenditure and public funding at an appropriate level for both administrative and per vote funding. Now, these important reforms will bring Tasmania into line with other jurisdictions who have state-based requirements for the disclosure of political donations and expenditure. The bills, of course, were available for public comment for a 5-week consultation period last year through the Department of Justice website, and the Department of Justice has, as we do with all legislation and that goes out for consultation, considered the feedback received, and as I said, I anticipate the bills will be tabled soon and members will have an opportunity to consider, of course, what those bills contain, and I look forward to debating those in the House well, this year. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Bass.